Okay, well, I just want to welcome all of you here tonight to our Mialisia party and thank Amanda. She had a party with us last month and now Natalie's booked her party, so I get to spoil Natalie today. So I'm super excited about that. But most of you I haven't met before. So what I'd like to do first of all is I'd like to just go around the room and introduce yourself to me and maybe tell me something about yourself, maybe a hobby or maybe what you do for your career or something like that. So I can just kind of get to know you guys a little bit more. So we'll start right here.
I'm Fiona and I am a travel agent.
Oh, do you get to do lots of travel?
I try.
You try? Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
I'm Monique and I manage an optometric practice.
Ah, got new glasses?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Barb and I'm a caseworker. I work for the BC government.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Well, everybody knows me. I'm Natalie and I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Okay, all right, fun.
I'm Amanda and I work for a coffee company.
For a coffee company, okay.
Wow, I'm Deb and all I do is stay home with my kids.
With your
read
kids?
lots of books.
Ah,
And Natalie over there, I bumped into her a few years ago.
a few years ago.
Yeah, we've been friends for a while.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm super excited to show you this new jewelry line. Okay, so I want to talk about the opening of my party, and there's a couple of things that I do in my opening. First of all, as the guests arrive, I always greet them, and I try and remember their names. So when they tell me their name, then I always say their name back to them with the hopes that I might remember their name. And then what I like to do, if there is an opportunity for an empty seat, I like to try and sit and be eye level to the crowd when I start my party. So in my opening, you saw I go around the room and I ask them their name and I ask them something about themselves, whether it's their hobby or what they do for a career or something about their kids. I want to get to know my audience, and there's a few reasons why. In the demo that we did today, I found out who has careers outside the home and who works in the home. Either way, they may be looking to make extra money, but the reason that I like to know if they actually work outside the home and have a career is that gives them an opportunity, if they book a party, that they can then get outside orders from people at work. So then I want to be able to address that when I give their host pack to them. Or it may be an opportunity for me to go and do a lunch hour set up at their work. So I love to do that. So for Barb and Fiona and Monique, they work in more of an office setting. So I could maybe go in there during lunch hour, roll the jewelry out and do a little quick office setting. They may still want to have a party in their home. So then we can do a little mini party at work and in their home. For Amanda, she works for a coffee company. So she's probably going to have the home party and maybe not have me go to her work. For Natalie and Deb, they're stay-at-home mums. So the advantage for them is they probably know lots of other mums from school because they're picking their kids up and dropping kids off. So there's a lot more interaction that they're able to have with parents at school. So they're probably going to have a great party, and they may even be able to have a daytime party for me. So I just want to get to know my crowd. And then of course the other reason is I want to know if there's an opportunity for me to have somebody, one or two people in the room that I can talk to about opening up a Mialisia account. So that's why I like to do the tell me your name and tell me a little bit about themselves. The other thing that I've done that's worked out really well is how they know the host. Because let's say that Monique has been friends with Natalie forever. She's going to be the person that if there's no booking in the room, chances are because she's been friends with her forever, she'll be the booking. So that's why I like to do that as my opening. So I hope that that explains a little bit more to you. Thanks. So for those of you that haven't met me before, I'm Louise, and I started with Mialisia a few months ago. It's actually fairly new into Canada. It's only been in North America for about a year as well. So it's a new concept in jewelry. And the designer and owner is named Annelise Brown, and she came up with this concept and started making this jewelry and was just making a ton of jewelry out of her basement and selling it, and sold over $1 million, if you can believe it, running a home-based business that way. And then basically it came into being a home party company. So it's fairly new. So I don't know if any of you are looking to make some extra income, maybe on side of what you're already doing. Maybe you'd like to make a little bit of extra money, or if you love jewelry, you might just want to open up a Mialisia account. Or if you want to be like Amanda and Natalie and have your own party, I'd love the opportunity to be invited into your home and spoil your rotten with a free jewelry shopping spree. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to basically show you quite a few different looks on how the jewelry works. Then you're going to be able to play with the jewelry, and I've got most of the jewelry set up over here on the dining room table. And I just brought a little bit of the jewelry out here that I can play with and basically put it on somebody and show you the different versatility of the jewelry. But first of all, I do a few fun things at my party. And I know that Monique brought Fiona today. So I want to start off by giving you a little ticket. And I'm going to do a draw for a free piece of jewelry at the end of the party. So I'm going to give out these tickets throughout the rest of our party time here, and I've got a beautiful little gift for somebody. But anybody who friends me on Facebook while I'm here, and I know Amanda is already my friend on Facebook, so she's already going to get a ticket. So any of you that friend me on Facebook while you're here, I'll give you an extra ticket, so you'll have a couple of tickets into the draw. So on Facebook, it's Louise Adrian. So as soon as you friend me, tell me, and I'll give you your ticket, and we can do that at the end. And then I'll give you all an opportunity to get more tickets, and we can go from there. So does that sound good? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a model in the room that I can just try some jewelry on and show some looks. So Monique, would you be so kind as to be my model today? So you know what, for ease, I'm just going to get her to sit down because, you know, height is not my strength. And so this makes it a little bit more even and easy to put the jewelry on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the jewelry around a little bit, so I have a little bit more access to it. And I'm just going to start by just showing you a few simple looks. And this is one of my favorite pieces, and it's called Fancy Nancy. So the beauty about Mialisia is we don't have lobster claws. We actually have hooks. So they're self-adjusting to your neckline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the hooks around into the front, and then we're just going to basically adjust this to your neckline. We're going to put it through the hook. So we've got these fantastic little circles in Mialisia. We call them a jump ring, technically, that's our technical term. And basically all you do is you take your hook and you drop it in one of those circles, and the jewelry is self-adjusting. So it really works with any neckline that you have. There you go. Yay. Isn't that beautiful? So that's a really elegant look. She can wear that in the day, she can wear that in the evening. And if she wanted to add a little bit more pizzazz to Miss Fancy Nancy, she could add in one of these pieces. Now this particular one comes in silver and in gold. And it's got the hammered look on it, which matches the little pieces in Fancy Nancy. So if she wanted just to add something a little extra in here, she would just basically take the hook on there. And I'm just going to measure, and take the hook on there. And when you do it yourself, you're able to really adjust it to what you prefer. So now we've got an extra layer in there. Just gives a little bit more pizzazz. If you want to look in the mirror there, Monique.
Beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Wow. I love it.
So I'm going to take this piece back off. And all the pieces basically do this. So if you really like just very simple, we've got very, very simple, and you might just want to use the one piece. But if you like a little bit more layered look or chunky looks, we've got those as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull Miss Fancy Nancy to the front, and then I'm going to show you how to do a tassel or a tie. Some people call it a tie. And basically I've got my one hook through a circle, and I'm going to take this hook and I'm going to put it through the exact same circle. So we're just going to go like that, and now we've got either a tassel or a tie, whatever you prefer to call it. Isn't that fun? Yeah. So those are 3 different looks that I just showed you. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how it works as a bracelet. Now, I don't know about you, but I love bracelets. I've always worn a ton of bracelets. I'm wearing one of the Mialisia ones today, obviously. And it doesn't matter what size wrist you have in Mialisia, whether you have the littlest, tiniest wrist or more generous wrist, all the jewelry is self-adjusting. So I'm just going to take your wrist there, Monique, and I'm going to show you how the jewelry works as a bracelet. So we're going to, again, take the hook, put it through one circle, we're going to push it up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start to wrap. And you decide how tight you want it. Like, I like everything loose. You can see here my watch is more of a bracelet. I like everything really, really loose. So we're just going to take that and wrap. And the trick is you basically are going to start and finish in the first row, anywhere in the first row. So I'm going to take my little hook here and I'm just going to pop it in one of these circles. I'm going to get you to give it a shimmy shake. And now it rolls down and she's got a bracelet that will not unravel. So she doesn't have to worry about losing it. So she can wear Fancy Nancy as a necklace, she can wear Fancy Nancy as a bracelet, and it makes so many different looks. So basically with Mialisia, each piece should make about 9 different looks. So you're never going to be bored. This is not going to be the kind of jewelry that when you buy it, it's for that one outfit and then it's just going to basically sit in your jewelry box for the rest of the year until you wear that one outfit again. So it's super easy to work with. Now the other thing that I found with Mialisia jewelry is it just doesn't tangle. It's so fun that way. Now, I'm sure you know that gold is really on trend, and in a lot of the fashion magazines, you're seeing it on TV, that gold is very, very trendy. And Avondale is gorgeous, and I've seen a lot of looks with people wearing sort of the one chunky gold statement chain piece, and this is the one. So you can imagine how beautiful this will look as a wrapped bracelet, but especially as a necklace. So I'm going to put this on again. So same concept, we bring our hooks to the front and then we're going to make this just a little bit longer than the last one. We're basically going to hook it there and then I'm going to make this a double, but I'm going to make it a longer double. So we're not having anything necessarily up high. So Monique, can you see in the mirror there, or you can see? So I'm not have anything like super, super high around her neck. And that just looks beautiful on its own. But pearls are also back. I don't know if they were ever gone. I've always loved pearls. I've always worn pearls, but they are back big time. And the other beautiful thing about Mialisia is we can take our long strands like this and we can make them a triple and then add them in. So I'm not the best tripler when I'm standing. So what you do is you're going to divide your jewelry into 3, and then you're going to look for one of those jump ring circles. So I've got one right here. This one's a little trickier because the circles aren't as many in a row. And then basically you're going to thread your hook through, and then you're going to take the other end and you're going to again go find a little circle, and we're going to thread our hook through again, and now we've got a triple strand. Now if you wanted to wear this on its own, every piece of Mialisia automatically for free, most jewelry companies charge for these, comes with an extender matching the metal. Obviously this is a silver one, it does not match. So I'm just going to say that right now. So the idea is once you attach that, now you can wear this as a separate necklace, all on its very, very own. So we're pretty unique that way where we add the extender. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually add this into Monique's piece, and we're going to kind of look at putting it around there. And again, look how fast and simple this is to completely change this look. And now we've added in extra layers onto her with the pearls. So now she's got the pearls and she's got the gold chain, and it just looks so elegant, classy, but it looks really, really expensive. Now the beauty about Mialisia is if you buy 2 right now, 2 pieces of our VersaStyle jewelry, you can get any one piece for $15.
Wow.
Isn't that fantastic? So you're able to add to your jewelry collection for a really fantastic price. So I'm just going to unhook this, show you how easy it is to switch things around. Now of course if Monique wanted to wear this as a bracelet, we could totally do this as a wrap bracelet on her. I'm just going to leave this here because I know the triple is so popular that a lot of people like to come in and put that one on when we're all done. So I'm just going to take this off of Monique again. Again, look how fast and simple that is. I feel like I'm doing like a home shopping demonstration here today. So now I'm just going to show you a couple of other looks that I love. And this one is one of my favorites, and it is called Sorrento, and it is the silver version of pearls. So we've got silver with a few pearls scattered in here. Now when you're looking at the pearls, again, very, very classy. We have our gold version. We have quite a few different golds in the pearls, and then we've got our silver version. Now if Monique wanted something really long, she could just have that really long, and that really matches with her gray top beautifully, and it kind of adds a little bit of fun onto her black shirt. So she could have that long, and that would look beautiful. And another piece that's really popular, this is sort of our matte collection. So some people want shiny silver. We've got shiny silver. Some people want matte, and then we've got our gold. But Morning Glory is really pretty as well, and this is matte. Now, I did this look at a party the other day, and I just took Morning Glory, and I actually had that in a double, and then I took Morning Glory, and I had Morning Glory in a triple, and I sold 3 sets of these at my party the other day, because people went crazy for this look. And so now we've got our Morning Glory in a triple. Not the best looking triple here, but it'll do. And I'm just going to add this in. So let's say Monique was wearing her pearls in the day to work, and now she's going to go out with the girls after work, and she wants to, sorry, excuse your little boob grab there. And then, okay. That's okay?
Oh, yeah.
Even though we don't know each other? There we go. Now, doesn't that look beautiful?
It does.
So she's got a really fantastic look without looking that I've got like so much jewelry on, I'm over the top. So again, a really fun, fantastic look. Now the other thing about Sorrento, which is the pearls, the other thing is it is one of my very favorite bracelets. Absolutely love, love, love wearing it as a bracelet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep Morning Glory in a triple, because I'm sure you're going to want to come up and play with that after. And then we're just going to take our Sorrento off. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to work with a couple of these sets that I've got on here. Now I have to tell you, this has been my favorite, and I have a few favorites that I wear all the time, and this is one of my favorites. So I'm going to show you how you can wear this one. Now if you want something really dainty, this is a really fun dainty one. It's got just some chain and a little bling. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm just going to simply make that one long chain. So Monique loves to wear jewelry. Right, Monique? Mm-hmm. So I'm sure you wear jewelry to your work. So yeah, this is a great one just for wearing in the day to her work. But let's say again, after work, she wants to go out and be a little bit more fancy. So Aries is one of my favorite pieces. I'm going to show you why. Don't forget, it will come with an extender. And so therefore, if you want to wear this on its own, it can be long. If you just want to wear it tight, it can be a tighter piece. But you can certainly wear it long as well. So with Aries, I don't know about you, but I have got a piece from another store company that cost me well over $200 for one strand of beautiful bling like this. So Aries is a fantastic price, and when you do it like this, you have got 2 strands that are even, right? You guys all see that? So let me show you the magic of Aries. If you put it through one of our jump rings, and you pull it up, and now you pull up, whoops, and you pull up the other one, now we have 2 uneven strands. So you've taken it from being, isn't that cool? You've taken it from being even to having 2 completely uneven strands of jewelry. Okay? First of all, it makes a beautiful bracelet. But, you know, Monique, it's after work. This is a piece that she could easily keep in one of our little organza bags that your jewelry comes with. You got such beautiful hair back here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hook this into the jump ring back here, and then I'm going to pull it over, and we're going to put it through again. And now we've just got her fun bling, I'm going out sort of look. Now I have to tell you that this is called Gemini, and this is the bracelet that I wear the most. And of course it is stunning as wearing it as a necklace, but as a bracelet I get the most compliments on this one. So let's put this one on. So this is my I'm going out. This is a perfect holiday look or party look, wedding look, any of those. So we're just going to wrap. See how fast this is? And then again, we're just going to finish in that very, very first row. So I'm going to make it right about there for you. And give it a little shimmy shake. And you've got your fun bling bracelet. Isn't that gorgeous? Mm-hmm. What do you think of this set? You like this set? You love this set? I knew you would. I just knew with your personality you would like this set. So I'm just going to tell you again, just so you guys all know, when you buy 2, you can get the extra one as at the bonus price. So that way you've got yourself an absolute fantastic deal on. And I'm sure all of you by now will have picked two favorites, right? You guys found two? Okay. It's easy, I know. Okay, so I'm gonna just take this off. Now, we've also got these new sets that have just come out in Mialisia. And I know that Natalie saw them actually when I was at Amanda's. And Amanda's actually wearing one of the sets here today. And she got that set for free with her host credit. So with that, Natalie was pretty impressed and thought that she would like to do the same thing. So those sets, oh my goodness, what have I done here? There we go. So with those sets, basically we've got beautiful programs in Mialisia to get things for half price or to get things for no price. And Natalie decided today that she's going to work on no price because that's how she rolls. She likes the deal. So Natalie is working on getting this set for no price, and I call this my rocker chick set. And I am actually wearing one of the pieces as a bracelet. It's kind of a little bit more industrial look, but it's industrial with the bling added on. And what is the beauty of these sets is they're a little bit unique. And we're known, of course, for our hooks, which they still close with the hook, but they've also got these fun circles here on the side, which makes it so you can attach lots of different pieces. You can take any of our pieces in Mialisia and add them onto here to make your own design. But the other thing you can do is you can take all of these pieces and you can start to stagger them down so you can make an elongated look of all different lengths. Now you may not want to wear all of these at the same time. Some of you, how many here like chunky jewelry? Okay, so a few of you, about 50-50, like chunky jewelry, and some of you like a little bit less jewelry. So what the fun thing is with this is you can take pieces off and you can just unclick them and take a few pieces off, and then you've got less to wear. And then the pieces you take off, that gives you your option of wearing them as bracelets. So it's not like you're never going to wear them, you're just going to sit them on your dresser. It gives you the option to wear them as bracelets. So the fun part of this is value for money, and Natalie and Amanda absolutely saw the value of money by getting one of these sets, because you literally can make about 100 different looks with this. And I know that, you know, Amanda also got some other pieces for half price. So this is sort of our rocker chick look with a bling string. So this, I've only left 2 strings on here. So I'm going to just pop this on Monique. And now I may want to just bring this up just a little bit, just because of her neckline. So we're just going to pull it up a little bit, and then there. So now that lays perfectly. That is the beauty of Mialisia. Doesn't matter what neckline you're wearing, it's all self-adjusting. So now she's got her beautiful look there, and then all I have to do is I just can take a couple of the other pieces that I took off and I can make a bracelet with them. Now what's fun about this look that Natalie liked is Natalie does wear gold as well, she told me. So we've got a gold strand. Now gunmetal gray is super, super in and trendy. So we've got our gunmetal and our, you know, just beautiful, beautiful looks there. And you're going to be able to create so many versions of it. So it's kind of like DIY for jewelry, do it yourself, right? Mm-hmm. So there's no 2 looks that have to be the same. It's completely custom. So I love our concept of custom jewelry. Now, of course, we've also got, these are very special sets. So we've also got another one. Now this is one of my favorites because, of course, I do like a little bling. So we've got this one, we've also got a black strand in it, and this is the set that Amanda took for free. And then if you like color, this is our 3rd set. So I'm going to show you a fun thing to do with this set, because I do love color. I personally wouldn't wear all of this at the same time, but I would definitely pull strands out. And then the opportunity that I've got here is to pull a strand out and add it to any of the other pieces that I love. And they're shorter, so what I have actually done with them is I put them on my dog. Nice. I know, I blinked her up. And I don't have her in the video because she'd probably, you know, do a little bark here and there. So, so yeah, anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this strand out. Now, some people call this navy, some people call it black. And then we've got this really fun, dainty gold piece in here. And I'm going to take the dainty gold piece out as well. And don't forget, you can wear as many of these or as few of these as you like. And I'm just going to show you something fun here, Monique, before we're done. So I'm going to take, now I love this gold one because it's dainty and it's really light. And I love this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually hook this just below my hook at the top. And then I'm just going to spin. You can do this with any of the Mialisia jewelry. This doesn't have to be this set, but I'm just giving you an example here. So you just basically spin. And then when you get to the end, you're just going to take it and you're just going to hook it in. Whoops. You're just going to hook it in. And now I've got kind of a little fun chunky piece. Now, of course, I can add this and just wear it at the top here for Monique, and it's a little bit more choker style. Or I can, is that beautiful hair again? Or I can wear this as a bracelet. And this looks absolutely stunning as a wrap bracelet. Isn't that pretty? Mm-hmm. So how many of you guys love the sets? Mm-hmm. Yes? If you were to get a set, which one would you get?
Oh my goodness.
Would you get the colored one, the bling one, or the rocker girl one? Which one would you do?
All three?
All three. Hey, that's what I like to hear. I'm pretty sure we're having a party. Barb, what would you pick?
I'm torn between the pearls and the rocker chick.
The pearls or the rocker chick? I know, that's a hard one. And Fiona?
I like the sparkling one and the rocker chick. I like those.
Okay.
I like everything.
You like everything. That's what I love to hear. Well, Monique, I want to thank you so much for being our model today. Yeah, give her a hand. That's awesome. Okay, so the reason that I do my demo with one model is when I first started, I wanted to do a look on everybody in the room, and it was taking way too long. And I can tell you that over the years, the Direct Selling Association has done different surveys with customers and hosts. And one thing that was the same with everybody is they wanted a really short party. And people's attention spans these days are like this big. They're thinking about what they've got to do later tonight, what they've got to do tomorrow. And so you want your party to be fun and snappy and quick. So what I do now is I take one guest at the party, and that is whoever's wearing the best plain shirt or has a good neckline, something like that. I'll pick one person and have them come and sit on a chair. The reason that I like them on a chair is not just because of my height, but it's easy to work with somebody than stretching up. And then that other person also feels a little bit more self-conscious when they're standing in a room full of people. When they're sitting, they're not as self-conscious anymore. So that's one of the reasons that I pick one model to come and sit on a chair. And then throughout my presentation, you can see that I had most of my jewelry sitting on a separate table. You can, of course, depending on how much jewelry you have, you can have it all here. But I like to lay out my looks. And so you can see now it's all really messy. And so as soon as my presentation is done, I try and clean it up and make it all look a little bit better. But I lay my jewelry out, what I'm going to demonstrate. So I've got my gold collection, my pearls collection, a shiny silver and a matte, and then I've got my favorite bling set, and then I've got the 3 new expression sets. So that's how I like to set up my demonstration on the jewelry. You can also see that throughout my demonstration I do mention the whatever the deal is. So I don't know if we will have the buy 2 get 1 as a promo forever, but whatever our deal is, that's what you're going to weave into your presentation. You also can see throughout my presentation I'm talking about my previous host, my current host, and who's going to be my next host. So I'm always talking about you can get this for no charge by having parties and things like that as well. Now, throughout my presentation, I also always try and give my, oops, I dropped them on the floor, my door prize tickets. And you can buy these at the dollar store, craft stores, dollar stores, things like that. And I only do one draw, and I just make it look really, really pretty, and it's a pair of earrings, and I do one draw at my presentation for everything. So you could see that I gave one ticket out to Monique for bringing a friend. I gave one ticket out for everybody who friended me on Facebook. That gives me an opportunity when they're my friends on Facebook. They not only get to hear about Mialisia every few days from the posts that I make, but they also get to see me as a person, and they connect a little bit more with me. So then later on, when I'm going to go back and maybe talk to them with some customer service or having another party or a reorder, they're a little bit more open to me because they know me a little bit more now. And then throughout the presentation, I'm just bringing everybody back to what look they like. Always bring them back to what they like. So that's basically my demo. It has to be short and sweet, and it goes a lot faster if you have one person sitting on a chair. Now, I just want to tell you a few things about the jewelry. So before I do that, what I'd like to do, because you were our model, Monique, I'm going to take that down. Now, I've thrown a whole bunch of my jewelry on here in a messy way. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to pick 3 pieces that you absolutely love, that you know that today you cannot not purchase. So what are 3 pieces that I showed you today that you absolutely love? Those 3. Okay, fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab these. Now, as I told you before, these are my favorites, and I wear them all the time. This is one of those sets that if you purchase this set, you cannot go wrong, because you've always got something that you can wear as a bracelet and everyday bling, and you've got something for special occasions, and you've got your everyday piece that you can wear all the time. So this is one of those sets that you absolutely cannot go wrong with. And I'm going to tell you that if you buy 2, we can get you that 3rd one as our special. So that's going to be your deal today if you really love this set, Monique. Now, of course, the other way you can get this is an average Canadian party. You'll be able to get this for no charge. So depends what you want. If you want to pay for it, I'm happy to take your money. If you want to book a party, I'm happy to do that too, and be able to give you that as our special price. So you let me know what you decide on there. Now, I also want to let you know today that our host program is fantastic. My average host is getting around $200 in no charge jewelry. So that takes care of quite a few of our sets, and it also takes care of getting an extra piece or 2 for half price. So you're going to be able to do that. And anybody who books a party with me today, I've got some other gifts over there, but anybody who books a party with me today, you're going to actually be able to take a piece of VersaStyle home with you. And I've got actually one of our Sorrento here. So whoever books first gets to choose first. And the reason that I give you this is we're a new company, and most people don't know how our jewelry works. Our jewelry is just nothing like what's out there. It is completely unique, completely VersaStyle jewelry, and you're going to wear it for years and years and years. It's not going to be one of those pieces that just hangs in your closet. So anybody who books a party, the reason that I give you this is so I want you to wear it and show it to your friends when you're inviting them to your party. Now, then, of course, I've got our special little piece I'm going to do a draw for. And I know a couple of you, I saw you having your phones out, have already added me to Facebook. So who's already added me to Facebook? Oh, a few of you. Okay, fantastic. There you go, Natalie.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Barb and Fiona. Okay. You didn't, but you will. Okay, awesome. I can give you your ticket there. Now, the other thing that I just kind of want to finish off with is I want to finish off with getting you to tell me what your favorite piece was. That lets me know what to keep showing at my parties, because I know that everyone's got different tastes too, but I really want to know what you love the most. And also I want you to ask me a question about Mialisia, because it's a new company. Nobody knows us, and I'm sure that you've got lots of questions on how we work. So because Monique was our fantastic model today, I'm going to let her go first. So you already told us what your favorite was, so what's your question for me?
How do you start up your own business?
Oh, so you love the jewelry that much?
Yeah.
Basically, everybody starts with a kit. Excuse me. And we have a couple of different kinds of kits. You just choose whatever is the fit for you, whether you just want to make a little bit of money or a lot of money. We have a small kit and we have a bigger kit, and then you just decide which one works for you. But I can give you some information on that at the end. Thanks for asking. Fiona?
Any of the sparkly pieces.
Any of the sparkly pieces?
I love them all.
You're a sparkly girl?
I am.
Okay.
How many hours a week do you have to work?
You know what, that's a great question. This is, for some people, this is a side business. So they just do it alongside of whatever else they're already doing. So some people just do a party a week or a party a month. Myself personally, I do 2 parties a week, sometimes 3, so about 10 hours a week. And it depends how much money you want to make. Okay, Barb, what was your favorite?
I like the pearls.
You like the pearls. You're a pearl girl. All right. Gold or silver?
Both.
Both? That's a great answer. Okay. And what's your question for me?
Is this all of yours or does the company own it?
Oh, this is all of mine. Actually, what I did when I started is I bought my kit, and then I had 3 separate mini parties. And that way I got to invite some friends and family over, and they got to see the jewelry, and I got to practice on them. And then from doing that, not only did I earn my commission, but I earned my free jewelry by being a host. So as a designer, I can be a host as well. So yeah, great question. All right, Miss Host Natalie, what was your favorite?
I really like that gold chain one you were
That is our Avondale. I know,
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
I really like that. Well, my question was, I know you set me up online. My show is online, so my friends could order.
Yeah.
But I have a girlfriend in Seattle. Is she able to take advantage of this show or anything?
You know what? Anybody in North America can order towards your party.
Even in the States?
Even in the States. So all she has to do is go to my website and click the US flag, and she'll see all the US prices. And she still gets the same deal, buy 2 and get the promotional item.
So cool.
I know. So we can leave your party open for a few days, and she'll be able to go in and do that. So great question. All right, Amanda. I know you're the most experienced one here because you've already had a party, but what was your favorite today? Maybe you saw something new.
I'm gonna have to side with Moni today and pick all the sparkly.
All the sparkly stuff. Okay.
And my question is, why did you start with Mialisia?
You know what? That is a really great question. I started for a few reasons. I started because it's unique, and all of you, I'm sure now you've been and you've actually seen it firsthand, know how unique and different the jewelry line is. But I also started for the opportunity, you know, to be one of the first in a new company in its first few years is so fantastic. So for me, it was a business decision. This is what I'm doing as my job, and it was my business decision. So great question. Thanks, Amanda. Okay, Missy, what was your favorite today?
I had trouble.
You had trouble?
I love that. What did you call that? Avondale?
Avondale, the gold
I
one?
love that. And then you add the pearls, and I love that. But then you went with that Aries thing.
Yeah.
And then you showed me all the other stuff.
I've made your life hard today.
You really did. And considering I didn't attend Amanda's show, I should have. But yeah,
Well, I'm sure
love it all.
I'm sure you're going to book a party, and you can get some free jewelry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think I'm going to book. I think I might have you talk to me about signing up. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
But I have a really important question for you.
Okay.
I need to know, is there anything about Mialisia that you do not like?
That I do not like. That is a great question. And you know what? There is one thing that I do not like, and Amanda did it, and so did Natalie, and that is cheesecake. Yeah, and it is like my mortal sin, because every time I go and do these parties, I'm invited into people's homes, and they put out all these great treats, just like Amanda and Natalie did, and you know, an extra 2-3 pieces of cheesecake a week. It wouldn't look good. So that's the only thing I don't like, is I have to have that restraint and not go for the desserts, because I'm a sweet girl. And yeah, so that's about the one thing that I don't like. But everything else I love. So that's basically the end of our presentation. So what I'm going to do now is, I know you need to friend me on Facebook still. I know that a couple of you, from what I gather, want to have a party, and I've got the one gift here for whoever picks their date first, and then I've got some more gifts. I'm going to do the draw in about another 15 minutes or so. And then the other thing is, I leave the jewelry out for about a half an hour. That gives you enough time to play with the jewelry here, play with the jewelry there, try it on. I'm here to help design your personal look for you, but I'm going to leave the jewelry out for about 30 minutes, and then I'll put the jewelry away. You're all welcome to take a catalog home. So I'm going to give you the catalogs out now as well, and the order forms in there. The jewelry is all individually shipped to your door, so it's like getting a present in the mail, and it takes about 7 to 10 days for you to get your jewelry. So again, I want to thank you, Natalie, for having me into your home today, and I can't wait to spoil you with all your jewelry, and just come and try on all the jewelry now. Thanks so much for having me. So my clothes has been the same for ever. Probably 15 years I've been doing the same clothes at my parties, and you know what, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So I just do the same thing over and over and over again. I revisit the specials. So whether that's the host and the guest ones, I like to lay the jewelry on my arm so people can visually see the deal. When they buy 2, they get the 1. Or, you know, when you're going to be a host, you can get all 3 of these through having a party, or 2 and then 1 as the half price item. You guys will be able to do the math and figure it out from your average party. So I love to have the jewelry hanging on my arm and showing that. And then the main close that I do is going around the room and getting them to tell me their favorite piece and ask me a question about my business. Now, there's a couple reasons I do that. If Deb says my favorite piece is, you know, that particular collection, and she's buying a pair of earrings, what is that telling me? That's telling me that she doesn't have the money for the pieces that she really, really loved. So then I'm going to talk to her about having a party and giving her that collection for no charge. So this is kind of an important part of the presentation where you want to try and remember what they said they liked the most. And then, of course, asking me a question about my business. That's where I find out what their interest level is. So whether it's, did I have to buy all the jewelry? How much does it cost to get started? You know, how much money I make. When someone says, how much money do you make? You know, because I've always been a high income earner, I don't usually talk about how much money I make. I talk on an average. So I'll say something like the average person when they go out and do a party is making between, you know, $150 and $200 for an evening. So I always talk in averages because they get that. A lot of people can't imagine somebody making, you know, $5,000 to $10,000 per month. But they can understand if they go out and they do a party a week, they could make between $150 and $200 a week. That's what they get. So ask me a question about my business is important, and what's their favorite item. And again, I give the ticket. Now, let's say that one of the people in the room, let's say Barb said, you know what, I can't think of a question. At that point, I would say, you know what, Barb, that's okay. I'm sure you're going to think of one. And then and when you do, just put up your hand or just come and grab me, and I'm going to do the draw a little bit later anyway. And then I just move right on. So I don't stay putting Barb on the spot, you know, what's your question, what's your question? I just go, you know what, that is totally fine. When you think of a question, I'll give you a ticket. And then I just move on. I'm not going to give a ticket unless they ask a question, because I'm giving something for free. And ultimately, that is the feel of the room that I want to end with, is them wondering things about Mialisia and what is so great about Mialisia. Whether it's buying, booking, or opening up an account. So those are the things that I want them to be asking me at the end. So I hope that that helped you, and good luck with all your parties.